Hey guys. Elementals are in my opinion, one of the funnest comps to play and one of the funnest tribes to be flexing within your games. They have some of the most unique utility in them, and have some of the strongest scaling and strongest potential out of all the comps that you can get. So just kind of going through them. Where elementals really shine is in the late game as tech units. However, they do have a lot of early game flexibility and power. Both of their one drops, Molten Rock and Refreshing Anomaly, are both not exactly great. However, Refreshing Anomaly is a really good minion that you can use when discovering one cost spells or one cost minions to get essentially an extra gold for free because you're saving on the reroll. Um, it's also important to point out if you're playing a hero like Shivala, both of these will give you the extra one gold because of the hero power, and essentially Refreshing Anomaly with that is a free minion to think about. Tavern 2 is actually some of the most important minions that you can have access to. Bountiful Bedrock is one of the best linear scalings that you can get on turn 3, as well as Party Elemental has a really good ability at solidifying your board state as you're doing level ups. If you're taking Shambhala or any type of aggressive elemental pick, Party Elemental is a really good way to solidify your board state as you're just buying every elemental. Elemental is a really good pick, especially if it's Shambhala because it's a plus one gold. However, in general, it's only a minus one gold for two bodies, and that two bodies has a lot of other synergy within the elemental tribe. Tier 3, honestly, elementals are really lacking. The two Fellbloods are here that have the demon synergies, but other than that, Tier 3 elementals are generally just really bad. Tavern Tier 4 is where you get a lot of the really interesting and powerful synergies. The most important one being Recycling Wraith. This has the ability after you play an elemental, your next refresh costs one less. This obviously has a lot of synergy with the previously mentioned Elemental, and if you do brand combos to generate cards, this can give you a lot of free gold to find the different minions you're really specifically looking for. The best battle cry to do that with is the other 4-drop Tavern Tempest. This has battle cry, get a random elemental. If you have brand, it's a free card because you're getting two elementals. You sell them off for three. As long as you're getting some value with that from potentially Little Rag or any other elemental buff synergy, Recycling Wraith, you're getting a net positive in that buy. Tavern Tier 5 has some other very interesting elementals. Flourishing Frostling is a really interesting minion. It's kind of like a Eternal Knight, where it gains stats based on how many elementals you've previously played. And this gives you a really good play around the next minion that we're going to talk about, which is Bramblewitch. Bramblewitch is probably my favorite tech unit. This has the ability that whenever it attacks, it resets a minion's stats. So Flourishing Frostling, because it has low stats, it ends up just getting an aura buff, and Bramblewitch can't beat that. But what Bramblewitch does do is it beats a lot of the really strong comps right now. Demons can't really compete with it. Mechs can't really compete with it, and it's a guaranteed one for one. And when you make it golden, you can oftentimes two for one with it. Um, and then the final card to think about, also the Schloss, is a really good card to just drop, once a game kind of thing as a final unit because it can get a lot of stats, especially if you have something like Flourishing Frostling around. Tavern Tier 6 gives also some really interesting elemental synergies. The first one being Elemental is Surprise. What this is a Divine Shield, and it makes it so you can triple any of your elementals with it. This gives you a lot of flexibility where you've been doing all these stat buffs throughout the game, and we're going to go into some of the more stat buffs, but if you have that stat buffs going on, giving it Divine Shield makes it a solid unit that has almost guaranteed 2 for 1 trading, assuming you have the buffs. It also, with something like Bramblewitch, can make it so it can potentially go 2 or 3 for 1. And then finally, one of the best buffers in the game, Rock. If you're doing the Bran Recycling Wraith with Rock, you're essentially getting infinite buffs a turn, especially if you do some of the counter other synergies with the Rock. So now let's talk about, I guess, some of the key things that you can think about. First, in the game in the background, you'll see I took Jared Frostling as my greatest trinket, which is start of combat, give 2 friendly elementals, death rattle, summon a Flourishing Frostling. We talked about how good Flourishing Frostling is, especially if you're doing one of these aggressive level up strats. You'll have a lot of stats that you're getting for free, and plus because it's 2 death rattles, you become very scam proof with this board because you're essentially getting to play an extra 2 minions, and those 2 minions are very hard to counter. They'll have a lot of stats, and they should be able to trade 1 for 1. For some of the side synergies that you can think about with elementals is the most popular one is going to be Tethys and pirates. Tethys, whenever you spend 9 gold, you get a pirate, and sometimes those pirates can be one of the atrocity or amalgam all type minions, and this will give you another elemental synergy. Plus, in general, it's just a +1 gold, and if you're doing this rock type comp, the Tethys will be able to help fund and make you go essentially infinite in that comp. The other synergy that you can think about, because you're doing recycling Wraith resets, and what I ended up doing in this game, is using a similar strategy, but instead of Tethys floating into Murlocs, because you'll have so much gold and resets of the shop, you'll end up being able to find a lot of the scam base skills or the poisons and venoms and everything that Murlocs are really good for. You probably won't be able to get a good beam going or a big Murlocs that way, but you'll be able to get a lot of just general scam with this, and because you have the other elementals with the stats, going just 1 for 1 with a bunch of Murlocs and then having some big minions in the back will be a really good way to secure a win. So, anyways, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this kind of goes over why I think elementals right now are one of the funnest tribes to play, and they give you a lot of flexibility in the current trinket meta. So, hopefully this helps you. Good luck out there. See you on the climb. Bye.
You better go take night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.